This will be a two-part video on Spiral Echo, and this will go along with the booster on Wick IQ. So to begin, we need to set up a pattern in the center of a block. The steps are Design Sew Quilt, Start New, Block Pattern, Enter Rectangle manually. We're defaulted to the width, and I know you can't read this, but I'm showing you where it's at, so if you're following along with your tablet, you'll see it. Width, we're going to select 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, and enter. Default went to height. Again, select 1, 2, and enter. We're finished with this screen, so touch continue and finished. We're going to select a pattern from the geometric catalog. So we're scrolling down on the left side of the screen to geometric. It's right here. And if we go down to the next page, we'll find cloud right there. Choose continue. And finished. We're going to copy that pattern, select it, continue, flip Y. And now move it down. Let's select the first one and move it. Select, touch it, move, and drag it up. Select, touch the lower one again, move it, drag it up. I'm going to zoom in. You're going to see that we have two endpoints which will not combine. So if you touch the Start End button, that flipped the start and end of the selected one. And now we can move this start point up to the end point of the first pattern. There's an automatic snap feature on. As you get close to the end point, you'll see it jump. Finished. And it's much, much too large for the screen, but I'd like to combine the two patterns first before we resize. So touch Combined and choose the top portion of the pattern because it's going to sew like this, since our start point of the top starts on this side. Continue, select the lower one, and continue, and finish. It's now one pattern, so if you touch Modify and select that pattern, we can now touch Scale and drag it down to the size we want. And earlier I made this very small and it took a long time for the preview to sew, so I'm going to make it larger this time. And touch Finished. You can make it whatever size you like. I'm ready to add pattern, echo pattern, touch that pattern that we placed in the block, and continue. And in this case, since I made that center very large, and I was already set from earlier work to repeats of 26, yours will probably say 10, and your gap will probably say 0.10. So we don't need that many repeats this time. So I'm just going to use the minus key and take it down until I see that we are inside this corner. And we are. So I'm going to touch Finished. We're defaulted to the transition and it says none. I want spiral. To get that, I'm going to touch the plus key until it reads spiral in this lower corner right here. And we now have a spiral, and we're zoomed up on the page so you can see that very easily. I'm going to zoom out now. I'm going to touch Finished. I'm going to do the clipping block, and then we're going to stop with this section. Finished. Add Edit Block. Add block, clipping block. Select the pattern, touch continue, and select an existing block. There it is. We touched one of its points, continue, and we're clipped very nicely. Finished. We're going to come back and begin with video number 2 in just a minute.